I've got a question for you. Are you being fluent? What do I mean by this? Let me tell you a quick story. So I got my first job, my first proper job when I was 19, right? It was an internship with an engineering firm. In internships, you get paired with a mentor, and their job is to help you get to grips with what's happening. My mentor was genuinely an amazing person. We're still great friends to this day. But the thing was, I found him super difficult to understand, right? They used big words, terminology that I wasn't familiar with yet. And what it meant for me was I actively avoided engaging with them because I didn't want to feel dumb or ask the wrong questions. For all I knew, they could have been speaking a completely different language altogether. And this language was one that I wasn't fluent in yet. Where am I going with this? Well, in content production, there's a thing called cognitive fluency. This basically means how easy can we make it for people to understand and engage with our content without putting up any major barriers. Why is this important? Well, we live in a world with a lot of diversity, right? So this includes neurodiverse people, that's in the way we process and store information, right through to culturally diverse people, the way that we see the world based on our experiences and upbringings. But there's one thing that everyone can relate to, and that's keeping things simple and easy to understand. Cognitive fluency, in a nutshell, basically means that we prefer, not choose, we prefer things that are familiar, simple, and easy to understand. Our brain prefers to think about things that are easy to think about. A really good example of this is actually my name. So if you saw Kaushik spelled out without knowing me or without knowing how to pronounce it, you probably wouldn't have a clue on how to tackle that without some sort of a hesitation. But breaking it down into two components, core and shik, breaks down that barrier, makes it far easier for you to have a go, and makes it far easier for you to engage with me as well. For us content producers, this means that if we're creating content that is easily understandable, then people are more likely to engage with us. We're more likely to be remembered and more likely to have conversations. We're buying up mental real estate because we made the effort to make things understandable. If we make it harder for people to understand, we create subconscious barriers for people to engage. Because, let's face it, they don't want to ask the wrong questions or feel dumb. How do we actually do this? It's pretty easy. Look at your surroundings, look at your audiences, look at what they engage with and how they engage. Keep it simple, keep it relatively familiar, and of course, don't forget to make your content your own as well. Catch you next time. If you have any questions, queries, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out.